What's up guys, so today I'm going to show you all how to clean a pair of leather boots. These are my Red Wing Iron Rangers. Had them for practically 3 years. There you go. Recently went fishing in them. This is sort of the aftermath of all this dirt and debris. And I'm going to show you guys how to clean them up and pretty much how to recondition them afterwards, because since they are leather, they are skin, so they need proper maintenance. And that was pretty much just a preview of them. I'm gonna do one of them, and then on the other one I'm gonna keep it the same. Then I'm gonna show you like a comparison of both. So I'm gonna do this one, put that one off to the side. Alright, so this is the shoe that I'm going to do first. I know I just did a demonstration of both of them, but I'm just going to do a little, like, one more time of the exact shoe that I'm doing. And how it looks. Okay. You're going to want to start out by just laying down a towel that is now soaking wet because the cat just jumped on top of it. You want to put down a towel. The reason being is because you might get a little messy in the cleaning process. Plus you need something to dry off the boots when you're done. Okay. Oh, you can actually see it spilled right there. That's funny. Alright, so get a bucket right here. I did a little dab of dish soap. A lot of people recommend not doing that, but I just do like a very slight amount that it doesn't really matter. And so yeah, so you get your dish soap and pretty much you want to find on the boot like what needs to be done. Like if you see a lot of dirt, like huge chunks of dirt like on the sole of it, obviously you want to get a brush to just brush it off. Like I use this really let's see, this fine tooth one. This might be a little bit too rough for it, but I only use this on the dirt sections. Also use just a regular rag, and then I also have a sponge as well. So I'm just pretty much gonna take off the laces. Right here. And then now we got the boot, just the straight up boot. So now you just got the straight up boot. So I'm just gonna do like a quick little rinse around and just clean it off. So you just wanna like wet it up a little bit because this is leather and leather is skin for the cow, so you got to be more gentle on the leather parts, but on the actual sole of it, go ham if you want. So I already wetting this up a little bit. You see in the creases right there. Make sure I get in there good. Because you want to do a good job, because if you do a good job on it, you don't have to do it that often. And I'll typically do this twice a year maybe. So then I'll just scrub in between the crack to get out any gunk that might be in there. And then on the actual sole as well. Just brushing it. You can also use a toothbrush too. It's nice. These aren't too dirty.
Just clean it up a little bit. You want to just dry it up as you go. There's not much to it, actually.
So that's the sole of it right there, all nice and purdied up a little bit. Now I just want to get all this dirt that's around it off. So again, I'm going to use this water right here. I'm going to use the yellow end. It's a little bit more gentle and just clean it off. Now that I got that nice and cleaned, grab my dry rag and just dry it off. And if your laces are dirty, yeah, you can just throw them in the soapy water, dry them off. They're just laces, let's be honest. So I'll just throw them around in there, get them a little bit wet. Take it out and just dry it off. By the way, the company that I got these boots from, Red Wing, is pretty good about it. If your eyelets ever rip out, I think even your laces, if any kind of defect starts happening, you could bring it in there and they should fix it for free. There's some things they do charge you for, which is like reconditioning them and stuff like that. But besides that, they're pretty good about it. Alright, so as you can see in here, there's a little bit of buildup right in there. So I'm gonna grab my brush right here and just brush it out. Don't want that in there. In this part, you're not really gonna see as much, so you can be a little bit rough in there because a couple scratches in here, no one's gonna see. Alright, so now for the actual red in here, I'm just going to do a little scrub down with the green part of this brush right here. Scrub down a little bit. You're not going to get this black stuff's not going to go on. I mean, not going to come off, but who really cares because it's the laces. It actually makes it look cool, adds characteristics to it. Go right there, scrub that off. Alright, then you just give yourself a look over, see if there's any spots you missed that had a little bit of dirt. And you could let it dry for a couple minutes if you want, but yeah. It's a leather is porous, so the water's gonna seep in and soak in. Alright, so that gets to our next part, conditioning it. So after you wash it off, you clean it off, you let it dry for a little bit. Some people wait a couple days to do it. I just do it the next like 5 minutes just to get it done with, is the reconditioning part. And for that, you're gonna need a brush, not like this, not like this. You're gonna need an actual brush, one like this. And I picked one of these up for about $4 or $5 off of eBay or Amazon, I don't remember. They even have them at Walmart for $3 or $4 as well. But you just want to get one that's like a mild haired one, like one that's not too hard, but it's not too soft. Like this one is just the perfect temperature, like this is smooth against my hand. So you're gonna wanna recondition your leather. And to do that, I personally use this boot oil right here by the same brand, because that's what was recommended when I bought it, and I still have it from when I got it. And I've had these shoes for about 3 years now, and so yeah, this thing's lasted me a pretty long time. So you can do that, or I know some people use vegetable oil or olive oil. Some people use banana peels. Some people use petroleum jelly, and also some people use to clean it vinegar and water, which is really weird, but that's what I heard. So you could try that to wash it, but for this, I'm gonna stick with the boot oil. So to do this, open up your boot oil. You can either put it and apply it directly onto the actual brush a little bit, just like in a zigzag pattern. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. And then you just want to start going right here and just brushing it off. And you'll see that it's super saturated compared to the other boot, if you see that. Let me try to get it in there good. And then you just want to continue on doing the whole entire boot like that. But I like to do it in sections, like this whole section right here. I'll do it. You're pretty much like an old-fashioned boot shiner. And every so often, I will add a little bit more boot oil to it. You can actually put the boot oil directly onto the leather, but when you do that, it looks like this, and then when you like scrape it off, it'll literally be like marks on it, and then you gotta scrub harder. So I think doing it on the actual brush is a lot better. So yeah, you just go around the whole boot.
You don't need too much oil, to be honest,
but I like to deeply saturate it because it is gonna sink into it after a while.
Along with there was a little bit of water on it, so just add a little bit more.
And your boots are gonna be a different color, just FYI. They're gonna be a lot darker, but as time goes by, about a month later, they'll be that perfect brown color you like. And it'll last that way for a long time. It's just about the first, I'd like to say, month or so that it'll be that color, but it slowly fades. But then again, also some people do like this color.
It's good. So yeah, almost done here.
Make sure you get every corner. And then I typically like to do one little coat around the whole edge right here, like this whole sole, because then it makes it shine a little bit. Just that little extra oomph. And I do like to go, when I do it, I do like to go long ways and circular patterns, but I mean, to each their own. Just get every inch of it. Yeah. That's pretty much all you do. So let me put the laces back on and then I'll do a comparison. And like I was saying before, these are going to be a lot darker color. Get that little bit of grime on it. But this is the after. There we go. Yeah. So that's the after. They're a lot darker. Again, takes a little bit of time, but I mean, after a little bit, it'll be back to this brown color right here. But pretty much this is the before and this is the after.